Welcome back to the channel, guys. Another edition of Away Days with Dino. Hope you're doing good on this Sunday afternoon. That is the day that I'm doing this anyway. If you're watching this, you're watching me on YouTube. I'm not actually doing this on a podcast today, just for a change. I'm in a bit of a rush because I'm heading down up to Leicester Square to Hippodrome Casino to go and watch the games today for the NFL. Even though my boys ain't playing today, there are a couple of games which are quite mouthwatering in the NFL. So if you're an NFL fan, you know what's happening. But yeah, this is another edition of my two cents. It's going to be involving Arsenal Football Club today. Um, Slightly aggrieved about the result yesterday. I was kind of got a bit, it's frustrating. It was a very frustrating result yesterday. Um, Arsenal nil, Everton nil at the Emirates yesterday. Um, if there's any evidence now, because I like to give benefit of the doubt, because at the start of the season, a lot of fans were saying, a lot of supporters were saying, we need to get a striker in. Jesus ain't the one. Playing Kai Havertz as a false nine can work, but still need someone to come in there who can be a right poacher and can get you 25, maybe 25 goals a season up front. Um, if there's any evidence now in the last couple of games, especially when we go back to the game in the Champions League against Monaco, same thing again. Um, in a nutshell, yeah, Jesus, I don't think is the answer now. Like I said, I like to give benefit of the doubt, but he's the type of striker who, if we're gonna have him, you just bring him on with like 25 minutes to go. If you want to make an impact in the game with a striker who's gonna turn up and do something, you need that. And I don't think Jesus is the answer. Um, there's been quite a few opportunities where we're not being clinical up front now. We're not being clinical in that striking position, which I think is very, very annoying when you consider, or when I consider all the strikers, all the great strikers that we've had in the time that I've been an Arsenal supporter, and I've been a supporter since the late 80s. I've seen some brilliant strikers in our ranks over the years, and now it's like, okay, we haven't got it at the moment. It feels like we're just really, really just suffering that position. Um, as much as we are using our set pieces to our advantage, I don't just want that to be our strength. That should be another one of our weapons, having that as a set piece. We've got the guys who are more than capable of causing things up front, but it just seems to be now tactically we're not finding the balance anymore. We're not as fluent as what we were. It feels like we're struggling to move the ball around a bit. Um, Yesterday again was frustrating. Okay, I'll give Everton their flowers because Everton did, they defended well. Pickford made a couple of great saves. Um, but I'm looking at the stats of the game. 13 shots on goal, five were on target, 77% possession. Everton, Everton in a nutshell didn't show up to play. It's Sean Dyche, isn't it? It's Sean Dyche management. Just turn up, set yourself up in your formation, and just sit there and just say to the other team, "Come at us. We're going to defend." And I'll give Everton their flowers. They defended well, but we should have been clear by the time we got to the 70th minute. Um, so that being said, there were a couple of situations where I thought a couple of substitutions which were a bit puzzling for me. You took off Declan Rice, you took off Odegaard. Those are our influential players. Taking off the captain. I thought, keep Odegaard on. He's the one who makes things up. I mean, okay, it's a frustrating one. It really is frustrating, and the last couple of games in the league, it's really really has been a head scratcher, and very very puzzling because we know what we're capable of doing, and I continuously keep getting asked the question, can Arsenal win the league? I said, yeah, Arsenal are capable of winning the league, of course we are. I'm not going to sit here and say that we're not. I think over the last few years, I think we've proven that we're able to challenge and win it. We've proven that, but it's just a case of now. It's like we're now struggling to find our form in terms of what do we want to do. Do we want to play fast, free flowing football, or do we want to do the set piece stuff? We can do both. Both can be done. We have to use the set pieces as another weapon rather than just being heavily reliant on it. Um, and as the game, it's got to a point with me, and I don't know how it is with our fans, but it gets to a point where if Arsenal haven't scored a goal, if we haven't scored a goal within the first 20 minutes of a game, it tends to be a long day. Um, and after half an hour of it still being 0-0, I thought, yeah, this is not going to be a good one. You know, 9 times out of 10, it always tends to just be okay. We're kind of struggling, and we don't know how to change things around a bit, and we personnel wise, we UK we're still a bit short because we've got a few injuries, but we should have still been winning yesterday. And I'm not going to take nothing away from Everton, like I said before, but we should have been winning that game yesterday. Even when I look at the starting lineup, all three of the midfielders who played, they all got subbed off. So obviously Arteta just didn't like what you were seeing and tried to change things around. But I think some of the substitutions were a bit puzzling for me. Um, but it's just a frustrating one. Just like last week against Fulham, for me that's 4 points dropped. Um, should have won the game last week. Should have won yesterday. It is an annoyance one. Um, so where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? Arsenal. Okay, so our next couple of games and our next 3 games. Okay, we've got the League Cup this weekend. This week, sorry, against Palace on Wednesday, and then we actually have Palace again next weekend at Sellers Park. It's the evening kickoff. I mean, really and truly, Palace have been, they're another tough nut to break down, and they're hard working. They've got pace in the team. They've got a player in the team who I think Arsenal should go for, who Arsenal should be bidding for to come play for us. In Eze, I think Eze is a great player. I think he'd be a good addition to the Arsenal squads. Palace put a £60 million price tag on him, so why not? You know. Um, but we've got them next week, and the week after that we've got Ipswich at home. So this is the time of the year when it's Christmas, New Year, where the games come thick and fast, and this is where you want to start picking up points. And I think at this point now, this is where Arsenal need to start capitalising, because even again yesterday we could have, you know, the likes of Paul Merson last week was saying that the title race was over because we drew to Fulham, Liverpool didn't play, Chelsea, they were in it. So, but again today, this weekend, sorry, Liverpool dropped points. They could have lost to Fulham, and we didn't capitalise. So it's really annoying. It's frustrating. Um, but I think going forward, I think the next couple of games that we've got coming up, we have to be more aggressive. We have to be more taking the ball by the horns in regards to both the games that we come in the league next against Palace and Ipswich Town, respectively. They're going to be hard to break down, both these two teams, but like I've said before, we have enough quality to break these teams down, and that's what we should be doing. Um, so we'll see. We just have to dust off this game. Yesterday was a hard pill. Like I said before, when you're playing against a team that Sean Dyche puts out, you know what to expect. You know what's going to be coming your way. You got to break them down. You got to break them down. You got to take your chances. Because Sod's Law could have been doing all of that, and then Everton could have taken a 1-0 lead and taken the 3 points home. So we really do need to be more clinical. And I think next month when the transfer window opens, I think Arsenal need to really consider looking at striking options, as well as probably bringing in another winner maybe. Midfield wise, I think we're fine how we are. I think we're great midfield wise. Defense wise, I think we're good, but obviously injuries are we're kind of building up. But we're still there. We're still there, but I still think we need to bring another striker in, to just to even if it's just to bring another striker and just to push Jesus, just to bring a striker in, and maybe even look at getting Eze. Like I said before, I think bringing those type of players in, I think that's what we need, in my opinion. Um, Not sure about other Arsenal fans out there. They may say similar, they may say different, but there are players out there who we can bring in and who would have to play for the club and just take us a little bit of a next level up. So it'd be great to see. But guys, frustrating result yesterday. Yeah, very frustrating. The 0-0 against Everton, as I said before. Arsenal 0, Everton 0. Next Premiership game is at Crystal Palace next week. I believe it is a 5:30 kickoff next Saturday. So we'll be tuning in on that one. So I'll be putting in my 2 cents for that one as well. The next edition of my 2 cents will be for the Atlanta Falcons. The Falcons are playing tomorrow on Monday Night Football in the NFL against the Las Vegas Raiders. So I'll be putting in my input on the Falcons as well, especially after they're on a 4-game losing streak in the NFL right now. But I still have them. I'm still gonna love them off. But yeah, let me know what you think, guys, in the comments in regards to Arsenal. Would be great to hear. And right now I'm watching Palace and Palace and Brighton are playing right now, so it's a grudge match between these two teams. But anyway, that's my 2 cents involving Arsenal Football Club. I'll see you guys on the next one, and take care and have a good weekend. Peace.